Well, Sonny, you've been practising those apparently.
Yeah, look, the manager's just tried to take credit for that. I don't know why, but now look, in all seriousness, we do a little bit of shooting now and again. I try and get involved, but you don't really expect to be in them positions on the pitch. But you know, when the ball popped up, it was in a really nice area. I chested it down, and to be honest, I've just said then I don't remember too much what happened. I got a clean strike, obviously, and I've seen it go in, and you know, I've gone off and celebrated, and I ain't celebrated for a while. I ain't scored a goal for a while, so I'm not sure what I did then either. But look, it's positive. It's my first goal for the club, and you know, I want to build on that now, and you know, see how many I can get this season. Well, you were desperately close a number of times last season. It became not a standing joke, but a bit of a thing, wasn't it? You know, when you're going to get this goal, but a relief to get off the mark tonight. Yeah, of course. I've been getting, I have a Twitter account, and I've been getting a fair amount of stick on Twitter. You know, before I came to the club, I think I scored 11 goals in 2 seasons. So I think the Luton fans were expecting a few goals from me, and you know, I couldn't deliver that last season. But you know, for me, it's a goal worth waiting for, and you know, when I see it tonight, I don't know how many times I'm going to watch it. If I'm honest, it could be close to 50 times. And I'm going to watch it tonight, and you know, it's something I can be proud of, and yeah, I can build on that now. And what about the game as a whole? I mean, there's so many positives, but at the same time, there's lessons to be learned. You know, the first game up in the Championship. Yeah, of course. I think in any game there's always lessons and positives and negatives that we can take out of games. Tonight, for me, to be honest, I was really happy with how we imposed ourselves on Middlesbrough. We went out there to attack, and we tried to play on the front foot like we always do at Kenilworth Road. And unfortunately for us, we've been slightly sloppy with the goals that we conceded. The second phase, from a attacking set piece. I think Ryan Tunnicliffe's lost his man, and teams like Middlesbrough are a pretty big team. They're guaranteed they will work on their set pieces, and they'll be prepared for that. So we have to be better in that aspect. And then the second goal as well, slightly sloppy in midfield. I think there was a few times tonight where we gave the ball away in dangerous areas, and it's cost us. And the boys had a shot on goal, and I think Simon held his hands up, and I think he could have done better. And all of a sudden we give Middlesbrough a foothold in the game, and there's very good teams in this division, as we all know, and we can't really match. We've gone head to head with them. Yeah, we've gone head to head to them, and if you eradicate their mistakes, we probably go on and win the game. But we have to cut that out. I don't want to take the shine off it, because I think it is a positive result for the football club and a positive result for the squad. But from a personal point of view, there is still a feeling that was probably a game that we could have won. But a great positive, as you say, with the atmosphere around the place, first game of the season, first game of the whole Football League season. Yeah, absolutely buzzing tonight. That's the best I've seen Kenilworth Road, since I turned up here a year ago. And I'm sure every game in the Championship's going to be like that. We need it to be like that, if I'm honest. And when you get that, when you get the crowd like that and the way there was, they're probably helped us go and get that equaliser. I think they can take just as much credit as the players. And look, if the penalty goes in, it's a different game. It's a 2-goal gap, and then it's very difficult to get back into the game. But I don't know. Football seems to reward teams when that happens, and I think when it stays at 3-2 with a missed penalty, you always felt like we was going to get one more chance. And if we could have picked who the chance would have fell to, it would have been James Collins, and he's worked extremely hard tonight, and he's got his chance and he's put it away, and we're delighted with that.
Did you envisage your first goal for the club would come from that far out?
No. I'd love to say I had it planned, and that's exactly how I wanted it to go. But no, it's one of them. You can't rehearse them goals, in my opinion. It just fell to me nicely. I can't remember what happened too much, but the balls fell down to me. I chested it down, and it's just bounced up nicely for me. And it's a clean strike, and I'm buzzing it's gone in. Probably thought my first goal was probably going to be from a set piece, or because I had so many chances last season, and it was disappointing that I didn't score. You kind of think it's going to be a set piece that's going to break the deadlock for me, but it wasn't. I don't know how far out, it was 20-25 yard volley in the top corner, and I'm not going to complain at that.
It might have created obviously even more, it was almost 5 years, but for the T-Stars scored a goal, so good to see the defence on the score sheet tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We've worked on our set pieces this week. We weren't so good last week. We obviously played Norwich and on Saturday, and conceded from a couple of set pieces, and our attacking set pieces weren't the best. So we've gone away this week and we've really worked on it. And look, it's a great ball. It's a fantastic ball, and I don't think I'm too far away from it myself. But you know, Martin's made a great run, nice clear contact, and it's a good goal. And you know, from then on in, we was in the game, and that's helped us get the draw tonight.
How does you the way that the keepers were reacting to the mistake he made? But then the second half he made some fantastic saves to keep it at 2 and then 3-2 as well.
Yeah, he did. Obviously, he'll be really disappointed with the one that he did concede. That's since he's turned up at the club, he hasn't been here long, and I ain't seen him do that. And so I'm sure that's just a one-off. And you know, he's an honest lad, and I think he'll hold his hands up and admit that he should have done better. But like you say, I think there was certainly a really good save in the first half. I'm not sure who had the shot, but as I've turned around, and I can see it bending straight in the top corner, and he had no right to save that. And you know, he's made a fantastic save, and he's kept us in the game. And you know, in the second half as well, I think he had a good save from a corner, and he came out and he was really positive, and he's made some good saves. So he can hold his head high tonight. You know, I think it's an impressive debut overall. But we eradicate the mistakes, we possibly go on and win the game, and he'll know that, and we know that as a team. So look, it's a positive result. I think we are happy, but there is a sense from my point of view, it is a game that we could have possibly gone on and won. So overall positive, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking that could have been 3.
Obviously last year you didn't come up against a strike force that was Sambelonga and Fletcher. I mean, how did you find that sort of step up in position as well?
Yeah, obviously he's better than anybody I've come up against in League One. He's got everything, if I'm honest. He's powerful, he's good in the box, his movement's really good, likes to be in between the between the centre halves, which is always difficult. But yeah, you know, from a personal point of view, I felt like, you know, I could compete well against him, and you know, I think the goal that he does score is the one that, you know, Simon probably could have done better than. So apart from that, I don't think he had too many chances off the penalty. I feel like he probably could have done better with that, and obviously he should put that away. And you know, moving on from that, you know, with him missing a penalty and resting in the game, you know, the football gods are looking down. We knew that, and we knew we was going to get another chance. And like I said, if there was one man that we were likely to fall to, it'd be James Collins, and that's what happened. And we go and nick a draw, and you know, we're happy with that.
Confidence from coming because it is from 3-2 down to get that point must be really good for the side as well.
Yeah, we leave this game now, and we go home. We've got the weekend off now to rest our legs, and we've worked really hard pre-season. It's been a tough 5 weeks, and we've had to raise our fitness levels and work on a lot, moving into the Championship, a step up. But you know, I think you know, overall it's a good point. Middlesbrough, we knew that it was going to be good. We knew it was going to be good tonight, and I think a lot of the teams we do play against, home and away this season, it is going to be difficult. There's no bad teams in this division. You know, the teams that are going to be in and around us, you know, they'll be the most important games, and they'll be good teams. So it's a positive result tonight, and I think we take it.
How's it been for you and Matty having to adapt without Jack and James either side?
Yeah, it's obviously it was never nice. Being brutally honest, I wasn't happy when they went. I don't think anybody associated with Luton was. 2 brilliant players. I played obviously the majority with the JJ last season at left back, and he's I can comfortably say he's the best I've played with at left back. So, but look, Potts is a good player. Unfortunately for Potts, he was injured last season, and I've played with Potts before at Portsmouth, so I know how good he is. I think he's done really well tonight. I think unlucky at the end. I think he's hurt his shoulder, but yeah, it's one of them. We have to adapt. We don't have a choice. Matty's on Matty's side. He's got Martin Crane who stepped in, got a lot of experience. Probably not going to push forward as much as Jack Stacey, so it's slightly different in the way we're going to have to work the formation. But you know, overall, you know, we've had a good few weeks, you know, with them now, and we've worked on a lot. And you know, I think we can see tonight that, you know, like I say, if we eradicate them sloppy goals, then I think we did look quite strong.
A lot of changes, obviously, with players coming in and those two going out, and you probably never really know where you are until you start playing competitively. So, is there anything that surprised you about today and the step up?
Not really. Nothing surprised me. I think as a team we knew that Middlesbrough had the quality there to really hurt us. You can see the goal at the end. You give someone too much time, you know, anywhere 20 yards out, then teams do have the quality to put the ball in the top corner, and that's what's happened. And the majority of teams in this division have them players that can do that. So we're well aware that it is a step up, and we're going to have to adapt, and we're going to have to become better straight away. So look, we expected them to be good, and there was, but at the same time, I feel like that was a game that we could have possibly gone on and won.
As a starting point, is that?
Yeah, it's a point we're off the mark. I think we'd have been disappointed tonight if we put in all that effort in the first game. We didn't get beat here last season at all. Nobody came here and took 3 points. So for that to have happened first game, we definitely wouldn't have been happy with that. So to get something out of the game and have a positive result, we can use that now to our advantage and possibly use a bit of momentum moving on to next week, which again promises to be a very tough game.
Is that maybe a different proposition, because Middlesbrough was knocking around the playoffs spots and promotion, but Cardiff have had to come down from the Premier League and maybe on a bit of a downer?
Possibly, but we can't approach the game thinking Cardiff are on a downer and this is one that we're going to comfortably win, because we know that's not going to happen. Cardiff 2 seasons ago got to the Premier League because there was very good in this division. They've got a very experienced manager and some really good players. So it's going to be difficult. Could be a completely different game. They're a big team, different style of football. So moving into next week, we're going to have to train really well, and we're going to have to train in a style that's going to go and beat Cardiff. So I think it's going to be different again, but it's a game that I think we can go in with a positive mindset and try and get the win.